Yo, guys, welcome back again today. And today, we're trying frozen West African Ghanaian food. Now, I have my niece with me right here. Say hi.
Hi.
This is my niece, Zanesh, and she's going to be joining us today, helping me, her uncle, try this frozen food. What's up? You ready for this frozen Ghanaian food, West African food?
Yeah.
You are? You happy about this? You excited?
Yes.
Okay. She's like, yes. This is her first video, guys, so you got to give her a little bit of leniency, a little bit. It's okay, baby girl. You can lighten up a little bit. But today, actually, have you ever had West African food?
No.
She's never had West African food. So the first thing we're going to try is the jollof rice. This brand is actually made from a brother that was on Top Chef. His name is Eric, and I hope I say his last name right. I want to make sure I'm reading it right. Ajipongs. And so Eric Ajipongs made this brand up. If I'm correct, this brand is called Ayo, right? Ayo. So let me show you the box. The slogan is Worlds of Flavor, Oceans of Soul. So this is what we got right here, the jollof rice. You can put it in the microwave. I actually don't use microwave, I use oven, so I use the oven, but you can put this in the microwave. And let's just go ahead and read the back of it. In West Africa, Ayo means joy, right? So in West Africa, Ayo means joy. And nothing brings us more joy than sharing a meal with friends and family. Sit down, dig in, and join us as we celebrate the culture, the people, and the food that inspires us. So the very interesting thing about this is that I was in Target's, which is a store, and when I was in Target's, I didn't even actually, to be honest with you, I didn't even think that there was any like mass global African brand, especially in America. Probably more so in Africa, but in America. So this really caught my eye. Like, actually, I don't know if this is the first like mass African brand in America. I really don't know. But when I saw it, I was like, yo, this is the first African frozen food that I actually ever saw. So, maybe we're onto something here. Who knows? But this is what we're going to try first. Are you ready?
Yes.
She's just like, yo, you're talking too much, uncle. Okay, get your spoon. The first thing we're going to try today, guys, is a jollof rice. So let me ask you a question, little girl. Have you ever had a jollof rice? No?
No.
So what do you think that jollof rice is going to taste like? It's rice, and it's cooked with tomatoes and I think different spices. So what do you think it's going to taste like?
A little bit spicy.
A little bit spicy. You think it's going to be a little spicy? Why do you think it's a little spicy?
Because it has peppers.
Oh, you saw the peppers on the box right here?
Yep.
So guys, she saw the peppers right here on the box. So we know that it's going to be a tidbit spicy, probably, right? Just a little bit spicy? Okay. So you want to go in and do this together? You want me and you to go in together at the same time?
Yeah.
And have a taste? Okay. Let's do this. You ready? Okay, Uncle's going to take a little bit right here. And then you take a little bit. Okay. And then, to our first time trying West African Ghanaian food together. You ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3. I can tell at the gate you not the. Are you like it? It's okay. It's okay. Okay. What do you think about it when you first ate it?
It's a little spicy.
A little spicy, huh? Okay. Is it too spicy for you? Just a little bit? Okay. Can you drink some water for me? I don't want you to get spiced out over here. So guys, jollof rice. First time ever that I actually had jollof rice that was frozen. I think it's actually pretty good. Compared to fresh jollof rice, I would probably give it like maybe a 7 out of 10. It's actually really good, to be honest with you, for it to be frozen. You can definitely tell that it's not fresh, but it's not so far off that, if you was to have like jollof rice made right in front of you, that this would irritate you. No, like this is actually pretty good for being frozen. I think anybody could actually eat this and think that they're having a good representation of jollof rice. I mean, of course it is jollof rice, but I'm just saying it's not like freshly cooked right there in front of you. It's frozen. But at one point it was. So this is actually pretty good. Yo, you want to go in for another bite with me? Okay. It don't have to be big if it's too spicy for you. I know it's sort of spicy. This actually is sort of spicy, guys. The more that you eat it, the more spicy it gets. You ready? Okay, let's go. Mmm. So you know one thing that I noticed is I taste tomato. Don't you taste tomato? You don't taste tomato? Really? Well, there's a lot of tomato in jollof. That's why it's this color. The tomato is like it's like a fullness taste. There's like a smoky taste. There's a tomato-ish taste. I know for her taste buds are a little bit new because she's only like a couple years old. But for me, somebody who's been on this earth for a long time, like you can definitely taste the tomatoes and the smokiness. You taste the spiciness though, right? Okay, I see you. Mm. This is really good. Actually, this is really spicy. This is actually really spicy. Mm. Do you like rice?
Yes.
You like rice? So, with this jollof rice, what do you think? And people out there, they will not be mad at you because, you know, you're still a new kid to this earth. What do you think with this rice, for the first time, what do you think? From 1 to 5, what do you give it?
2 out of...
2 out of 5?
Yes.
2 out of 5? Yo, she gives it 2 out of 5, guys. I'm giving it, and also we got to realize she's never had like fresh prepared jollof rice too. So 2 out of 5, I think that's a pretty good score. I would give it a 3 out of 5 because I've had so much real jollof rice, but it's actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good. So guys, we're gonna move on to the next dish. You ready, girl?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do this. So the next dish that we're gonna have is, let me see if I can grab it right here. Where is it at? The next dish that we're gonna have is Ghanaian puff puffs. Now you guys know I had puff puffs for the first time. I think they're in Nigeria and Ghana, if I'm correct. Correct me if I'm wrong. This could be a Nigerian, just because he's Ghanaian. This could be like a Nigerian puff puff, but I'm pretty sure in Ghana they have puff puffs too, if I'm correct, in both countries. But I said that because the only puff puff that I ever had was the Nigerian puff puff. So I gotta make sure I be careful about this because maybe the Nigerian way is a little bit different, and also this is a frozen food, so maybe it might not be the same way as it is fresh. So I'm going to compare Nigerian puff puff to Ghanaian puff puff because I don't think that they would be maybe that much different. But excuse me, because the only ones I ever had was like freshly fried puff puffs, right? So we're gonna go in for puff puffs right now and see how they taste. I would dare to say that these are Ghanaian puff puffs, but they might not be. They might be Nigerian puff puffs. Who really knows? But I think they're Ghanaian puff puffs. You ready?
Yeah.
So this one, I've had puff puffs before. I told her that, do you know what a puff puff is? What does it look like to you?
Donuts.
It look like donuts? Donuts. I love donuts, and so yes, this would be considered a West African donut. And I've had it before. The one that I've had before was a little bit more oilier on the outside, but we're gonna see. And it was like a tidbit sweet at the end, so we're gonna see how this one tastes. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and take a puff puff. Okay. West African puff puff. Toast. Okay. This is actually pretty good. And I can't say that this is probably a harder dish to do than the other ones frozen, because at the end of the day, this is like fried dough, right? Or like some kind of fried flour or fried dough. So I think that this, if there's anything that would probably turn out the best, it probably would be this one. And it's actually interesting because this has a little bit of oil. Like if you look at my fingers, you probably can't see it, but it has like a little bit of oil on it. And it's actually really good. It's chewy, so you're gonna have to take a couple times to chew it. But it's actually pretty good for frozen puff puffs. What do you think?
I don't really like it.
You don't really like it? Okay. Why don't you really like it?
It's a little bit plain English, and it's a lot of dough.
So she doesn't like it so much because it's a little bit plain. and it's a lot of dough. And you guys got to realize we live in America, so we're so used to donuts, right? American donuts.
Yes.
And American donuts, most of them, unless it's like an old fashioned, which I don't even know if she's ever even eaten before. Maybe she has, but most donuts have a lot of sugar around them or like a lot of glazing around them. And also, they're not necessarily as chewy as this, right? They're like you don't have to chew that much, right? But I think it's pretty good attempt, and I think actually I personally, well, I don't know what you give it out of. Take one more bite and then tell me. Let's take one more bite. It's one of those things where you gotta sort of eat it a little bit to like understand it, you know. So what I'm gonna ask you is, what do you give this out of 5?
1 out of 5.
1 out of 5. Wow, that's super low. 1 out of 5. Okay, understandable. I think that I would give it a 4 out of 5. I actually think that this is as close as you'll get when you get it fresh on the street. It's not 100%, but it's so close you can almost not even tell, for real, to be honest with you. But I don't think that puff puffs obviously are like such a hard dish to even make in general. But I think that this is a great representation, especially for something that's frozen and you reheat it. Like, yeah, it's really good. And I actually like puff puffs. Like, I don't love them, but I like them, so I understand. She gave it to me on the slide, like, yo, I'm done with this. Let's go on to the last dish. So for the last dish, guys, we're gonna have waakye. And waakye is a Ghanaian dish, right? So it's basically like rice and beans, if I'm correct. I'm pretty sure, yeah, rice and beans. And so this is the last dish that we're gonna have. We're gonna try it out. It's gonna be interesting to see how she likes this waakye compared to the jollof rice, because actually the jollof rice, she wasn't really bad. It was just a little spicy. So I think she liked it. She was just a little overwhelmed about how spicy it is. So I think this one would be a little bit better. What do you think about this one, baby girl? Do you like rice and beans? Sorta. When's the last time you ate rice and beans? A long time ago?
Yes.
Okay. Well, this is going to be experience. I don't think this one is going to be as hot as the jollof rice. It might be a little spicy, but I don't think it will be. It might be. I don't know. I can't promise anything. Okay, you ready, baby girl?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Trying waakye for the first time. You ready? Let's go. This is actually pretty good. What do you think?
It's good.
Oh, it's good. She said it's good, guys. I knew that she would like waakye because waakye is not as spicy. At least this one's not. And when you eat it, it has like a little bit of a smoky taste to it, a tidbit, like a hint of smoky taste. It's nice. The rice is pretty good, pretty fluffy for it being frozen rice. And then the beans come off and it just gives it like a nice fullness, a nice taste. What do you think? So she said it's not as spicy and it has great beans in it. I would agree. And also there's like a little bit of, what else is in there? Tomatoes, right? There's like a little pieces of tomatoes, or maybe it's pepper, but I think it's tomatoes. It might be pepper. But I really like it. The rice is a little bit different though. Did you notice that? Look, the rice is a little bit smaller. So it's interesting because this rice sort of kind of reminds me of like couscous a little bit. It might be short grain Ghanaian rice or some kind of short grain rice. I don't know if it's Ghanaian rice. I'm just making that up, but it could be. But it's not as long as the jollof rice. This grains of this rice is a lot like smaller and shorter and more like squarish or circular. So it gives it like a different type of taste. Don't you think? You see? I think it's actually pretty good. Okay. From out of 5, what do you give that?
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. Oh, really? 5 out of 5, guys. She said 5 out of 5. Yo, this is actually pretty good. It's not spicy. It's mild. You can eat a lot of it. She gave it a 5 out of 5. I'm going to be honest with you. I've had waakye in real life, and it's hard. I mean, in real life, but freshly cooked. And because we're all in real life, right? I'm having it in real life right now. But freshly cooked, And I think that waakye freshly cooked is amazing. Like that's one of my favorite Ghanaian dishes, rice, especially with jollof rice. But this waakye, from what I know, I would give it maybe a 3.5 out of 5. Only because I've had it before fresh and she hasn't. But the simple fact that she gave it a 5 out of 5 on the first time, what's up? Ghana? You know, the Ghanaian people, they're gonna love you right now because they love waakye, you know? So guys, we ate this food, this brand today by the brother Eric, and I'm gonna actually put the description down there and the link. Maybe you can even actually order these online. I would like to try a little bit more of these. If you guys know of any other African foods or like African descent foods around the world that they actually like box it and package it, or snacks or candies that I could try, let me know in the description down there. Please like and subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you get all my videos. Add me on all social medias, which is African Network, which is Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Snapchat. Each one teach one. Always love each other. Always learn from each other. Until next time, take us out. Peace. One love.